Good morning. I'm Jasmine Anderson. We begin with this viral video of a Nassau County police officer using his patrol SUV to knock down a woman with a gun in North Belmore. We warn you, this video is graphic. Police say this woman fired a round from a handgun in the air and waved it at cars before pointing the gun at her head. It happened yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Jerusalem and Belmore Avenues, right near the Nassau BOCES Center.
It's a loaded handgun that she's waving around in the traffic, pointing at people that have got their children and their families in their cars. That cop made a split-second decision to put it down on the ground. He did a great job. He's our hero of the day. 2 weeks from now, that area is packed with kids leaving the school.
The 33-year-old woman, who was not identified, was taken to a nearby hospital where she was treated for minor injuries. Police are looking for anyone who may know about two dogs found dead in an SUV in Elmont. We're told the large dogs were found in the back seat of a Ford Explorer on Dillian Lane last night. They were responding to calls of a strange smell. A relief center for migrants is now open on the Queens-Nassau border. The first 100 of over 1,000 asylum seekers started arriving yesterday at Creedmoor Psychiatric Center in Queens Village. They are staying in weatherized tents in the parking lot. It comes as New York City and the state scramble to find room for an ever-increasing migrant headcount. First in Newsday, an internal review has found a Huntington Bay mayor, Herb Morrow, used a village credit card for personal use. An auditor says Morrow charged more than $1,200 at restaurants, liquor stores, and grocery stores and on traveling. The Suffolk DA is also investigating. New pushback against a wind power project on the island. Members of two Long Island Indian nations are worried about potential disruption of native burial and artifact sites along the route of the Sunrise Wind Cable. The developer says it's working with the Unicachug tribe and Shinnecock Indian Nation to monitor the work. There's an online open house tonight about the wind farm plan. The Jets welcome back a dynamic playmaker to their retooled offense, and Al Iannazzone reports from training camp.
Things really are looking up for this franchise ever since they got Aaron Rodgers. Dalvin Cook, a four-time Pro Bowl running back with the Vikings, has agreed to sign with the Jets. The deal is done. He comes in, he just adds so much to this already talented offense. And today, Breece Hall, their second-year running back, who looked like he was on his way to being the Offensive Rookie of the Year before he tore his ACL last season, returned to practice for the first time, got off the PUP list. And it's just another guy to add to an offense that Aaron Rodgers will be leading this year.
Obviously very excited to add a really good football player to this team, and he adds another dynamic to this group that I think anybody would be excited about.
There's just so many ways the Jets can go with this team now. They have that backfield. They have a good tight end group. They have a lot of good receivers, and it all starts with Aaron Rodgers. Expectations are getting higher. Now it's no longer playoffs or bust. This team has legit Super Bowl expectations. This was a move to get Dalvin Cook that brought them all in, that showed the Jets are all in, and they're going for it this year. And it's going to be fun to watch. Reporting from Florham Park, this is Al Iannazzone for NewsdayTV.
Read more about the Jets on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the NewsdayTV video box. Suffolk Division III football players got the true preseason college football experience. West Hampton's coach helped organize a media day at Hop Hog yesterday. All 13 of the division's coaches spoke, surrounded by their top players.
I've watched film on every one of these guys in the division. I know who they are. I know who we got to worry about, who we got to play against. So to be able to put a face to them, to size them up in real life, it's really cool to see. So it's an experience that no one else on the island and probably New York is getting right now.
It's believed to be the first full league media day on Long Island, and coaches hope to make it a yearly tradition. Your hyper-local weather now. Here's a look at Ponquag Beach in Hampton Bays. Partly cloudy and muggy today with an isolated midday storm. Looking at your day planner, highs around 77 degrees. Tomorrow, more clouds in the 70s, high 70s that is. And here's a look at your futurecast. Rain returns on Friday, so keep that in mind. Bring an umbrella. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by King O'Rourke Automotive Group.
Long Island home prices are at record highs, defying higher mortgage rates. Joining us to break it all down, Newsday's real estate reporter, Jonathan Lamantia. First, what are the numbers that we're talking about here?
Right. So for July, the median home price in Nassau County was $725,000, which set a record, eclipsing last year's $720,000. And then in Suffolk County, $575,000, which matches last year's record.
So definitely a shift here. So what's fueling these record high prices?
Right. So experts are saying that the shortage of homes for sale is really what's fueling this. And what that's creating is a situation where you have bidding wars, where you might have multiple people trying to buy the same house, and that's increasing the price. You have, stats show about half of homes on Long Island tend to sell above asking price.
How is this affecting first-time home buyers?
Right. So first-time home buyers are at a disadvantage, right? Because other buyers are going to be selling their house and then moving into a new one with the cash they just made from that sale. But if you're a first-time home buyer and you've been renting or you've been, living with family, you're not going to have that cash to put into a sale. Mortgage rates have increased in the past year from about 5% to nearly 7%. And so that's going to increase your monthly mortgage payment by 20% this year. So first-time home buyers are in a really tough bind this year.
Yeah, those buyers hoping to have those prices lowered for them. Thank you, Jonathan, for your time.
Thank you.
Read more about Long Island home values on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
It makes a difference when people see their faces and their experiences reflected in our newspaper. I think it makes them feel seen in some way.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
A new program is bringing fresh produce to some low-income diabetic patients here on the island. Sherry Einhorn has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
So look at all your options.
I know, it's like a candy store for me.
Except instead of candy, Lisa Ellen from Islip Terrace is shopping for fresh fruits and vegetables. Do you like cantaloupe?
I love cantaloupe.
She is borderline diabetic and says she tries to eat as healthy as possible, which is tough, she says, on her tight budget.
I'm trying to eat good, and it's not so accessible, actually. Everything is so expensive. I might get some green beans.
Lisa is using a $20 voucher to shop here at Thera Farms in Brentwood. She's participating in the fruit and veggie prescription program run by Cornell Cooperative Extension.
The things that we love to eat always have what? Too much fat, too much sugar, and too much salt.
Nutritionist Cinquetta Dixon says it like it is. The program started last year, and so far, about 350 people have gone through classes that are now available in Brentwood, Wyandanch, Huntington, and Riverhead.
Who has to care about our health? You do.
Funding comes from a federal grant program and allows organizers to partner with local supermarkets and farms.
We do that collaboration by providing the education along with the farmers market to provide those healthy choices right there at the end of the session.
Thank you so much.
Armed with bags packed with produce and great new nutritional information, Lisa told me she's excited to get home. What are you going to do with all these vegetables?
I'm going to cook them up and eat them.
In Brentwood, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Read more about the Fresh Produce program on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. From coffee shops to nightlife, as well as plenty of family fun, Macy Egeland takes us to Farmingdale and today's Destination Downtown.
Downtown Farmingdale has a lot to offer, both day and night. Their main street has great coffee shops and restaurants for breakfast and lunch, plus a fun nightlife scene for dinner and drinks.
But if you're looking for family fun, you'll find it not far away at Adventureland.
This is our 61st season here on Long Island, and each year gets better and better.
Long Island's amusement park has been making memories for generations, and every so often they add a little extra excitement to the lineup with a new ride. The big attractions are Turbulence, which is perfect for those with a need for speed, and Fireball.
The screams and the smiles coming off that ride speak for themselves. it's definitely one you don't want to miss out on.
Adventureland also recently added 2 Tony's Taverns, offering drinks for the adults, including their own beer, A-Land Honey Ale.
Love doing what we do. We love seeing the smiles and the laughs and the memories being made year after year.
Farmingdale is popular with foodies. Along Main Street, you'll find Whiskey Down Diner, a classic American diner with a modern twist.
It's a one-of-a-kind concept.
They serve breakfast all day like an old-school diner, but their menu is a little different.
We have a small menu. It's only front and back, and we eliminated that like 10-page diner menu. We wanted to keep the ingredients like fresh and seasonal.
It's a popular spot for brunch and cocktails with a full bar. Right now, they're serving up some summer favorites, like their lobster roll.
Be sure to save room for dessert. They always have a new milkshake of the month. Right now, it's s'mores topped with perfect marshmallows and a piece of chocolate.
It's been 4 years, and I don't even know how many milkshakes I've created, but it's really fun. People get excited for it.
And every month, something different, with a new treat and seasonal entrees. Reporting for Newsday TV in Farmingdale, I'm Macy Eglund.
You can seriously just eat the whole menu. For more on Destination Downtown Farmingdale, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say Install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.